We have train hits.
Well, a little bit, but yeah.
In fact, I have train hits. And it seems everything has been forgotten.
That was me, and unfortunately, I never had like a training sessions in regard.
No. Borna. No, not you. Borna did it. So when Borna was on approach, I told him you're clear to land, and he said nothing. Then I said you need to read back clearance, and he said all right. Still didn't read back clearance. I said you need to actually tell me that you're clear. And he says I will.
For me personally, it gets very hard, and I get like overwhelmed by the 4 channels, like quite often.
Yeah, the 4 radio.
Like too many things in my headphones, and my brain simply just goes like this.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry about it.
My one tip there, as we'll rewind here, just as the departure and then the hold area. In the Hornet, because you have the 4 radios, it can be pretty confusing. You can change the volumes of radios and have, say, your pry in only your left ear and the aux in only your right ear to kind of help you differentiate. And then, yeah, it's also just a skill that comes with time. Is the other part of it.
They are set it up as such, but still, I find it like.
Yeah, it's a skill being able to manage them. So let's have a look. So it looks like Mirage is our first into the fight as our cap. We got some MiG-21s intercepting them. Oh my goodness, how many missiles did you guys shoot at this guy? Did you guys know that you were double targeting?
Not enough.
We took bets on how many it would take.
So that's all 3 Mirages shot at him. He's just very toast. And then you guys start trying to prosecute the frog feet. Looks like that got notched.
Very spicy missile.
And here you are merged. And it looks like you end up merging here with 8 frog feet. Doing what you can, kills here and there.
Frog feet.
Just going crazy.
Not a good term.
Oh, did we lose? I think we lost a Mirage just there somewhere. Oh!
Was a bit of a clusterfuck. Goodness.
Oh, Phobos.
I also need to have a talk with Fang Flight.
Boom.
Any feedback for C2 surrounding the furball? I tried to give as many threat calls as I could, but it seemed to just get so fucked that there was nothing to do to support.
I think my one thing maybe is I think you did great with all the threat calls with how many different groups are everywhere, how messy it got. And I wouldn't say you could have done anything much different. Besides, I know, and also you're technically meant to do it with any hostile aircraft, but honestly, like if I'm at 30-something thousand feet, I don't give about a threat call to frog feet on the deck. Like I couldn't care less.
My only concern with that was just in case it decided, oh yeah, I should just point my nose in the sky and shoot an R60, and then someone eats shit.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's better safe than sorry.
I have a question. Would anyone like to take a guess at how close we got to a shooting war with Russia today?
It's like a mile. I know the Fangs got pretty close.
Yes.
I mean, they were
they had SA there by the border.
Yeah, there was the hot dog call given. They acknowledged it, and they avoided Russian airspace, so I don't think it's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Here come the Tomcats to delouse. Very nice.
Oh yeah, just have to
a lot of
back.
PK misses.
Is it okay if you go back a second?
Yeah, once we finish this fight, we'll go back to
the Frogfoot did an amazing maneuver on an AIM-54 there.
That was lag. He lagged one of my missiles. He was lagging
there.
Yeah, it was incredible. I watched it on F6. Sorry.
And D's just doing the DCS roll. Oh, he's flying in form with it. Yeah, nice.
Couldn't believe it.
And then notched 2 AIM-7s.
How much ordnance did we spend?
Amen.
You'll see
you're keeping our front line alive.
You'll see our merge and you'll ask this question too many times.
Yeah, unfortunately, we lost our number 2 also, Void. So, yeah, that's something that got scrambled completely in the comms. So, yeah.
Yeah, it went from I don't think these MRAMs ever ended up having enough energy to quite make it. Oh. Yeah.
It
one
hit
of them
him.
hit. Like, yeah,
but it didn't
pretty
do
long
anything.
shots on cold aircraft. If I was in a Strike Eagle, that's 3 kills, but hey. Here comes the Mirage. We're just scrolling through the air war if anyone has anything of note. Did anything else happen besides this part of the air war? I'll just zoom out just in case.
Yeah, Vipers.
Oh yeah, the
That
Viper
was
air war.
fun to watch.
So Vipers get intercepted by a single MiG-21. He is going Mach 1 at 26,000. You guys shoot an AMRAAM in his direction. He goes, I don't care, and notches it in a MiG-21, because that's realistic.
He did not notch it. Look at the AMRAAM. Look at the AMRAAM. Like, at the AMRAAM itself, like, close by. Look how...
I mean, yeah, wouldn't you say this is 90 degrees to the AMRAAM right now?
He did not notch. Look at the AMRAAM itself. It will pull up, like, 30 degrees in a second.
Notching is unrealistic anyways. With modern weapons, it doesn't work.
It was teleporting like 15 meters every half second all over the screen.
That sounds like a skill issue to me.
There we go, second AMRAAM. Oh, I know this gets into a merge, so I did. Okay, cool. Dude just doesn't care.
The best MiG-21 pilot of all time.
And now y'all are merged.
It's laser guns.
Another AIM-120? Okay, see the problem here. Now this guy's just the GOAT.
The best MiG-21 of all time here.
Okay, more.
That one just decided not to exist in the sky.
Laser gun.
Yeah,
this guy needs.
So when I heard you guys say, "Yeah, he's immortal," and I was like, "Yeah, whatever."
He needs a medal.
Man. No, okay, fair enough. This is a Stalinium MiG-21.
This man needs a medal. He's getting the Order of Stalin.
I know he should know a mountain later.
Yeah, but
on my screen, those hit. Like, again, remember, he was jumping. My peeper wasn't even pointing at him. He was teleporting so much. I hit him like all those 3 of those.
And then you maneuver kill him. Oh
no, he punched out. It seems he used probably leaking fuel. I mean, like
yeah, there were bullet holes in his side. I got a photo of him.
That's what that is.
I mean, on our attack view, he dropped 2 things. He jettisoned 2 things on like at that moment. And also in game, it did not look like a shoot. It looked like he jettisoned something like a fuel tank or anything, but it was no shoot for sure.
Oh, there goes half of Raider.
Yeah, let's have a look at, say, Raider. You said you guys finally push, or where are you guys at?
I saw us.
Yeah, a bit further.
A second ago before you turned it back, but yeah.
Here you guys come pushing at 15,000. So yeah, maybe a bit low for things. Oh, I see now. Here's the problem. Yeah. Yeah, dead to an SA something manpad or and then SA8.
Yeah, I think it was the OSA there. Yeah. SA8.
There's a Shilka there, SA8 there. Yeah, I think you get a bench later on. Ends up being just Royska.
Yeah, and by this point, our navigation systems they work best when they're running over terrain because they use like the terrain contour to tell where we are.
Gotcha.
And so that span over water resulted in Royska getting very lost. And now Royska is flying over hilly land to try to get the nav system to kind of wake up. Doesn't quite work because it's already too far off. It's off by like multiple miles, so it can't figure out what these mountains are. So we're just gonna go in ourselves, gonna try to find it by eye, and then he blows up somebody's house instead.
Someone near the EWR. Gotcha. In a See, yeah, because I remember asking you guys what you wanted to do, and you talked about using the glide like precision weapons. So that's why I got you guys like weapon accurate waypoints. So my mind was I gave you the further back one, and then you just lob something at it.
That was the plan for everybody.
Is it? I see. Okay.
Roysko was supposed to hit the hard target.
And then what damage from AAA?
Damage from AAA, yeah.
Yeah, well, I might have to send a rescue mission for Roysko. Alright, I think that was basically the air war covered. Is there much more? There's like a few more merges at some points here. Like Boss Vark, I know you went and had to help kill a Froggy. Oh, lost him. Found him again. Oh,
Yeah, I was in a bit of shit there.
Yeah, do not lose a dogfight to a Frogfoot. That would be very embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look, come on, heads out the... So yeah, my big thing with BFM is once you see him visually, you're flying only looking at him. Don't look anywhere else. Like, you just keep your head locked onto him. Like, don't be looking down in your radar, your systems, just visual the whole time. Right, you finally got behind him here. Aim 9, very nice. Alright, see Deed side of the war, then we'll look at the Jeff strike, and then we'll look at the RTB phase. So us in the Hornets, we're pushing on Alpha SAT first. In fact, this is already a bit behind. Yeah, here we go. I think Bosvark Magnum's the 2, keeps its radar off. We throw a GB-38 from like 20 miles away in space. Boom, Alpha radar is dead. And then we split up into Charlie and Bravo and Charlie SATs. And I think do a similar kind of game plan of harms at it, and then once the harm keeps the radar off, push in to drop a bomb. Looks like similar is happening on Bravo. Yeah, lots of harms, keeping everything quiet. Radars are very dead. Print pretty well. And I think, yeah, Mo even found another 2 right on the border with Russia. Ooh,
we also saw some suspected SAM sites. Just so you know, I think we marked them on the map.
Very Georgian mission landing on the wrong side of a line.
Yeah. It landed on a legitimate military target.
Landed in some village in Russia.
A legitimate military target.
And then bombs get dropped on this SAT site on the border with Russia. And boom, track radar is dead. Site is dead.
Yeah, we detected some SAM stuff in the pocket on the left.
Gotcha.
In South Ossetia. We marked that on the map.
Jeff, so you said you had Mike as like a JTAC, and then you guys just bombed whatever you saw?
Yeah, so Mike ran off ahead, and then we essentially just took turns running in.
Nice.
To mix results, that EWR was harder to hit than you'd think, oddly enough.
I mean, yeah, so they're in like revetments and stuff. So
our laser points were just a little bit off, which was just enough to make it kind of ineffective.
Come on, GB! I want to see GB top hat flying helicopter.
No, I don't think we had any of those. They didn't stay for long. They kind of just like touched down and then fucked off.
Yeah,
except for the one.
We were having some kind of refraction issue or something with the laser because it was off by a fair amount.
So I know buddy lasing just in DCS-isms can be a bit weird in the sense that there's a delay in the tracking.
Yeah, I think those were the last
targets. It's okay. But yeah, I mean, looks like you hit your targets, right? EWR is dead, hit the Park's aircraft on the ramp, and hit the fuel depot. It won't show in the TAC-V, but it was about there.
There was a lot of fire there in the end, yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. I say one thing that we were having, because it looked like the C guys hit the alpha pretty quick.
Yeah.
But we were loitering for a fair amount of time over at the hold point, periodically requesting an update, and it took a long time for us to finally find out that we could push in and be safe.
Were you monitoring? Was that with Doghouse, Barnyard, or Oki?
Barnyard.
Okay, that'll be why.
We had switched over.
Yeah, I see. Because when we killed Alpha SA2, we called it killed almost immediately on Oki.
We had a few issues in the beginning.
So yeah, probably I'd say a sharing of info between Oki and Barnyard maybe might be the cause of that.
Yeah, we were just saturated that we couldn't pass information. I think we got it as feasibly fast as we could across, but
yeah, I mean at the same time, like the Alpha SA2 is killed here, and I mean look at what Oki's having to deal with. So yeah.
But
we're gonna reorganize our airspace next time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, we just held, and I periodically asked for an update, and then once we got it, we moved in.
Nice. No, I mean, good work hitting your strike target, and good job having the patience to wait for the twos today. I think one more engagement is at the end. Fang meets their end at the front line, and we try and look for the TACSAMs. So the 6 turned on its radar at some point here, I think on a low-flying aircraft flying home.
I think
so now
we're tracking it for like 10 miles right now.
Yeah, I think from memory, I think it's this Tomcat. It goes just close enough that the 6 turns on, but doesn't get a shot off on him. But now all the Hornets and the Vipers are like, I smell blood in the water. There's a 6 out here somewhere, so now we're all looking for it.
Yeah, we only had Mavericks, and it was pretty fall game.
I think at some point one of us gets an 8 emission, and the Vipers instantly go to react.
Yeah, both the Saids pop up at the same time.
Magnum looks like doesn't hit anything. Magnum defending the 8. Unlucky. And the 8's still alive. But he killed a random T-55.
Yeah,
Pog.
I mean, it was so. I will ask. You gave us 2 different type of Mavericks. So
yeah,
you gave the TV ones for the bigger warhead and IR ones for the smaller. And basically, at this weather, TV one, it was just a mass. Couldn't lock on anything. Like,
gotcha.
Nothing.
I just almost always use the MAVD and the Viper, and so I gave you MAVDs. But if you want different Mavics, I can swap them out if needed.
No. The MAVDs are right, but the bigger warhead you get, the newest one from the
kilos, right?
Yeah, you get kilos instead of what's that? Hotel? No.
Golfs.
No.
Yeah.
Golfs are the big warhead IR ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, while the fighting of the 8s goes on, Mo finds the 8 site, the 6 site relocating, gets sensors on, and track its radar. Yeah, 6 sites dead. Let's go ahead and see how much of a mess it was over here at this airfield. Oh yeah, sure enough, there's just a random red helicopter landing nearby. All right. So did you do like vectored approaches for most people, or fly the TACANs, or attempted to fly TACANs and do directed approaches, or how did that happen? Pizza.
Oh, sorry, was last thing for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So initially, I think the first 2 arrivals were not familiar with the TACAN procedures. So initially, we were getting incorrect weather reports from LAT ATC about the visibility of the airfield. So we tried to vector Clincher in, and we recognized that we had to go mist because, it just didn't work. So we vectored them around the pattern. I think they were a low fuel state, but we got them in eventually. After that, we tried to do the same thing again, but mildly different with the Falcon 2 flight. who also were not familiar with the TACAN procedure, so we tried to give them vectors for a visual, but I think they also missed one time as well. I think we got it down by the third time. Basically, we had people come down to 2,000 feet and gave them fine vectors for the final approach course and gave as much of the landing clearance as possible on the approach frequency.
Was that a touch and go, Buzzwork, or do you just decided to go around?
No, I actually didn't touch down. When I realized that Gonza was off, I decided to just rejoin him. I was lined up, but yeah, I didn't touch down.
No, but I was talking, hey, the other one, he's lined up on the taxiway. Wait a minute, something's wrong here.
Yeah, we tried to give them vectors for the final approach course. I believe that Fang 3-1 was next, and he was shooting an ILS. I gave, I think, radio calls for that close, but it was fine. Fang did not line up for the final approach course, unfortunately, which resulted in a go-around and vectors to retry that one again. Inbound now, I think this is Falcon 2-1.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with that eagle. Something's going on there. So yeah, Falcon got vectored down low. I gave them fine vectors to the approach course, handed them off last second. They were able to land safely. Same thing with the next Falcon. I vectored them in front of you guys. You were flying the procedure turn inbound, Boyd, I believe.
Yeah, our Falcon 1 flight tried our best to do the TACAN approach.
Yeah, you guys did honestly a great job. I appreciate you flying the whole procedure. I know it's a bit tedious, and most people prefer vectors to final because it's way easier, but I couldn't fit that in.
Flying 13 miles at 130 knots. me.
Wait, why are you guys at 130? I thought it cleared you up to 200.
You don't have to fly.
Yeah, we configured on speed on the... Yeah, we just how we briefed it because of how busy it was to make spacings easier. But yeah, we did the two. So yeah, we're flying 230 on the approach here, and then on the base turn here.
You don't have to cosplay as you don't have to cosplay as a Cessna Caravan.
Just so you know, Void. Generally, it's expected that you're flying about 200 inbound or like whatever speed
250
gave you, and then you're allowed to. And then it's general practice to configure at or right before the final approach fix. I think for fighter jets.
I know. Yeah. So from speaking to Cole, it's you have to be configured by the final approach fix, but
yeah,
there's not a set time to do it. So we just briefed it at the time of the turn. But in hindsight, I think realizing that the turn was 13 miles away, maybe doing it later would have been smart. But I mean, hey,
it
gave us plenty of time to get our shit together.
Yeah, it worked out because the delay vector for Falcon 2, 3, I think that was. Yeah. I shoved them up to 300, had them pop in front and then slow down, and we were able to sequence everyone nicely. I think Falcon 1-4 did a go around. The Eagles are now shooting an ILS. Appreciate you guys holding for a second over the TACAN for me, Eagles. I don't know what happened there. Something happened. It was stabilized.
Wake, maybe? No, there's no one close enough to hit. Like, just ice on the runway.
Also, not sure I think we scrolled past this. At some point, Fang had to do a go-around, but they were low enough fuel state that we just vectored them into Tbilisi so that they could fly a visual pattern there.
Makes sense. Yeah, there they are. Low-level visual pattern. Gotcha. I mean, better to recover the aircraft and not lose it, so nicely done.
Yep.
Good, quick thinking on your feet. I mean, yeah, great job controlling both of you guys. I mean, it's a lot of aircraft coming home in bad weather, so getting everyone down, nicely done. Yeah, I mean, it was in the brief. I'll say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had a half-mile viz, I think.
Yeah, it's about a 3/4 mile viz was what the fog is set to. If that, actually, I think it's about a mile viz, something like that.
Maybe.
Like if you're here, by the time you're over the lights, you can see the other end of the runway, so it's not too mean.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
It's more you can't really do much less in a Hornet. No ILS. As much as I'd love to shoot minimums, that'd be too brutal.
Honestly, the TACAN was well within minimums. It's just that I think we could have briefed that TACAN better.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I want to make my own chart for this approach because I hated that chart so much with all my being.